So much for joining. This is Allison Malhadasi, Marketing Manager here at Soligent, and we are so excited to be part of this sonnenCore launch. I hope many of you were able to attend their event yesterday. It was a huge explosion of information and excitement, and I know that we're all really excited to see more and learn more about this product, which is why we're really excited to co-host this webinar with you today. After this call, our sales team is ready to start taking your pre-orders. Get in your interest now. We want to make sure that we have more than enough in stock for you as soon as they land. And with that said, I'm going to turn this over to the experts. Brian Wolfson and Lauren Rhodes are going to kind of talk us through a little bit more about what this product is. And they're really, key drivers in making sure that you have the right information. They're both channel specialists here at Sonnen. So with that said, welcome, thank you. And, I hope you're as excited as I am. All right, Brian, take it away.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here. My name is Brian Wolfson. I'm a channel specialist here at Sonnen. I'm joined by my colleague, Lauren Rhodes. And we're excited to be talking to all of you today and with the Soligent team to really share the excitement that we have on this new upcoming product. Well, I guess we released it yesterday. So our newest product is sonnenCore. Now, for those not familiar with Sonnen, this presentation is not going to be a deep dive in our company history. It's going to be primarily focused on the sonnenCore, which is our new product. But for just as kind of a quick elevator pitch, we are a German company. We were founded 10 years ago. We've been in the US for about 5 years now. Globally, we have about 700 employees. We have over 60,000 batteries installed worldwide. And we're a company that's constantly innovating in the residential energy storage space. We've won over 50 awards. We've led some groundbreaking projects here in the United States, such as virtual power plants. And now we are kind of innovating and going into the next step of our mission, which is to provide clean and affordable energy for everyone with the sonnenCore. So to get us started, I would like to play for you all a quick video. And let me, sorry about that. Can you also hear me?
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me share my screen here. All right. All right. So sonnenCore, safe, reliable, and compact energy storage for every home. So the agenda for today's presentation is we're first going to do a quick overview of our current product fleet. This is for the folks who are currently not familiar with some of the batteries that we have in the market today, and then we're going to show you how sonnenCore fits within that lineup and really can provide a solution for every homeowner and for any home out there. After that, we're going to do deep dive into the product. So we're going to look at what's new with the core, and then we're going to focus in on the Sony Inverter and the sonnen module battery. The inverter being 100% designed by Sonnen, brand new, and same with the battery modules that we're using in this product. They're completely designed by our teams in Germany and the United States. We're then going to talk about the value that this product can provide for your customers, the value that it can provide for you as the contractor. And then lastly, we're going to go through some of the resources that our team has prepared, primarily sales and marketing resources, to really simplify and make it as easy as possible for you and your teams to go out and talk to homeowners and be able to sell the core. And so with that, I'll pass it over to my colleague, Lauren Rhodes, who will provide the product fleet overview.
Perfect. Thank you, Brian. So as Brian mentioned, before we get into the details of the sonnenCore, just want to cover a quick overview of the existing Sonnen fleet, starting with our beautiful Eco, really nice white cabinet. The Eco was really our kind of original first product offering in the United States, and has really set the standard for intelligent energy storage in the U.S. residential storage market. We're currently on our generation 3.1 of the Eco product, fully integrated, AC coupled, like all of the Sonnen products. And this solution now is scalable from 5 to 20 kilowatt hours of energy capacity, all within that single cabinet, that single footprint that you see there. Warranted at 10 years, 10,000 cycles, with a up to 116 megawatt hour warranted energy throughput. So almost quadruple what we're seeing in terms of kind of our closest competitors in the market from an energy throughput perspective. The Sonnen Eco also has the highest output in the industry at 8,000 watts continuous, surging up to 17,000 watts or 70 amps. And last but not least, the Eco as well as the ecoLinx both have the ability to be connected with a generator. So really a great solution for your customers who want to back up some heavier loads, really have longer term backup power, as well as maximizing their solar, becoming as energy independent from the grid as possible, and really being able to benefit from price arbitrage with the Eco product here. In addition to the Eco, we have our ecoLinx product, our beautiful black system. This really is the premium energy storage solution in the residential industry currently. In addition to all of the features of ecoLinx provides really kind of next level functionality and performance. The ecoLinx is scalable from 12 to 20 kilowatt hours of energy capacity, with a 30 kilowatt hour solution available now as well. This system has a warranty of 15 years, 15,000 cycles at 100% depth of discharge, really unprecedented in the residential industry so far, and up to 248 megawatt hours of energy throughput. So this is a solution that's designed to last 25, 30 years plus. And in addition to accommodating all of the kind of standard applications of energy storage, ecoLinx also has the ability to integrate directly with front-end home automation systems, as well as intelligent circuit breakers, to really provide next level kind of controls for the customer. We refer to this as energy automation. A lot of cool functionality comes with that, smart configurable backup power, weather forecasting, communicating with the NOAA every 10 to 15 minutes, giving the customer the ability to not only load shed on demand, but also schedule out their appliances based on sunrise, based on sunset, based on your time of use rate plan, or when the power goes out. The customer really has the ability to program their system or be involved with it on a daily basis in terms of monitoring their energy down to the individual appliance, managing their energy in the most efficient, effective way possible, as well as really having the ultimate peace of mind with the ecoLinx system. This is also our product that's being utilized in our virtual power plant sonnen communities currently. For example, out here in Utah, we've got Soligent lofts, 600 apartments. Every single one has an ecoLinx 20. And these systems are actually being aggregated, communicating with each other, and are being dispatched in an instant on demand with Rocky Mountain Power to dispatch megawatts of clean solar energy, working with Rocky Mountain Power to provide demand response, provide grid services. These are really, really cool apartments that, are very affordable, and the owner, the renter in that case is seeing all the benefits of really sophisticated, intelligent energy storage at a really affordable price. So a lot of cool innovation with ecoLinx that, we've got in development across the U.S. in markets and in projects across the U.S. And now finally, we've got the sonnenCore, the product that we've all been waiting for, Sonnen's first real mass market solution that maintains Sonnen's commitment to integrating, utilizing the highest quality, safest, longest lasting components, maintaining the highest quality performance out there, while now for the first time being, available at a super accessible price point for the more mainstream consumer. This also is a product that's been designed really to prioritize the simplicity of the sale, design, and install for our installation partners. This is a super sleek, seamless retrofit or solar plus storage solution, compact, again, high performing, maintaining Sonnen's commitment to the longest warranty, the safest battery chemistry, all of that good stuff, but in a way that's, going to enable you to incorporate Sonnen storage into your business as you sell solar plus storage moving forward. So Brian, take it away. Let's get into some of the details here.
Perfect, thank you. So before going into what's new, I just quickly wanted to show you all this picture here on the right. To the left, you see the Sonnen Eco product, and on the right, you see the Core, right? So right off the bat, it's a smaller product, it's simpler, sleeker, not as deep, right? So in terms of kind of its aesthetics, we think it's certainly a step up, and it definitely looks very nice. But other than its looks, right, there are many new things with the product. First of all, as Lauren touched on, this is a high quality, all-in-one, 100% Sonnen design system. And this is important to highlight because every single component in the sonnenCore was built for and designed for the Core in mind. We didn't take parts from other manufacturers or other products, or even from some of our, products like the Eco and the ecoLinx, and put them in the Core. No, we completely thought of this product from the ground up, building on the 100+ years of engineering experience that our U.S. team has in our manufacturing plants in Atlanta, Georgia. And so overall, it's a super high quality product that was completely designed by us. In terms of its warranty, it has a 10-year, 10,000 cycle warranty with a stated guaranteed energy throughput of 58 megawatt hours. And if you kind of compare us to the competition, you'll notice that this value is vastly superior to any other product in the same, capacity of around 10 kilowatt hours. And the reason being is, the cell chemistry that we use, which is lithium iron phosphate, which are the safest and the longest lasting chemistry out there, but also our battery management software that we've used all of our expertise in improving over the last 10 years, that's able to manage these batteries in the best way possible to ensure this longevity and ensure this energy throughput, that when you look at kind of the value that the homeowner will receive from the system over the lifetime of the system, it's the best investment they can make, the best value on a battery. In terms of its applications, the sonnenCore will be able to handle battery backup, as it has an integrated 35 amp ATS. So note, this is not a whole home battery backup. For those applications, we would recommend you going to our Eco or ecoLinx batteries, which both have a 200 amp ATS. But the Core is primarily meant to back up, those emergency loads, the things that homeowners want to protect the most. So, that could be the fridge, lights, internet, security system, things like that. If folks want to back up their whole home, or they have heavier loads that they want to back up, such as pumps, air conditioners, things like that, then potentially the Eco or the ecoLinx could be a better fit. And in addition to the backup, the sonnenCore can also do solar self-consumption. So that's when the battery charges itself with the PV system on site and then discharges it at night. Or it can also do time of use. So that is for customers that live in areas where the utility has time of use rates, and they'll charge different prices based on the time of the day. And that's a way that homeowners can achieve some energy savings by, charging their battery when it's either really cheap or with their solar, and then discharging it when it's very expensive. In terms of its design, like we mentioned, right, it's a smaller form factor with less clearance requirements. So, this should make it easier for you as the installer to find a suitable location to install it inside the homeowner's home. And not only that, but it carries a simplified installation to it. So no component in the sonnenCore weighs over 90 pounds. In fact, the battery modules themselves, we have two 5 kilowatt-hour battery modules. Those are what weigh 90 pounds. But the nice thing is that it's a very modular installation. So it's separate components that come shipped together, but in separate boxes, and that you then, place them in their location for the installation. So this simplified installation should be a great benefit to you, because being able to have this modular component means that, your teams can get in and out a bit quicker and be able to do potentially more than one job in a day when installing the sonnenCore. In terms of its temperature rating, the sonnenCore has a broader threshold than our current batteries. It can be installed anywhere from 14 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And this really gives you more flexibility in garage installations. I do want to note that the product is not outdoor rated. And the reason for that is that based on kind of all of our experience and testing and research, we found that our batteries perform the best when they're not really exposed to the harsh elements outdoors. And so there are some situations where potentially you may run across some garages where the temperature could get, colder than that, or even warmer than that. But that's no problem, because the sonnenCore is extremely quiet. Our inverter, the Sony Inverter, has a noise rating of less than 25 decibels. And that's because it's passively cooled, so it doesn't have any fans. Homeowners are not going to hear the whirling sound of a fan. And that noise rating equates to roughly the sound of a soft whisper. So if you had to install it inside the home, it's very, very likely that the homeowner is not even going to notice. And lastly, I'm sure you're all wondering, right, what's the price? We're all saying that this is an affordable, this is a price competitive product. Well, I'm happy to announce that the homeowner MSRP is $9,500, right? That's the all-in price. Again, remember, this is an all-in-one solution. There are no external gateways, no external switches, no external combiners. It's all in one homeowner MSRP of $9,500, and they're able to take advantage of everything sonnenCore has to offer. Of course, you all, buying from Soligent, you'll be able to purchase it at a slightly lower price than this, allowing you to make a profit on the sale of the product as well. Lauren, do you want to talk about our Sony Inverter?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Super exciting development for Sonnen, really from kind of a global perspective as we grow globally, expand our fleet, and continue to innovate and access different markets here. The Sonnen Inverter is 100% designed and engineered by Sonnen between our teams in Atlanta and Germany. This product is backed by over 100 years of power electronics experience on our engineering teams. And this is going to really be kind of the focal point centerpiece of sonnenCore in the residential application, as well as from a virtual power plant utility program perspective as well. The Sonnen inverter is designed to deliver up to 4.8 thousand watts of continuous power and can handle up to a 40 amp or 8.6 thousand watt surge. The Sonnen inverter can handle up to 6,000 watts of PV. So again, makes for a super seamless solar plus storage installation or retrofit. Again, Sonnen is AC coupled, so compatible with really any existing PV system out there. And of course, the Sonnen inverter is compliant with all of the latest regulations, safety standards, Rule 21, UL 1741, UL 1741 SA, all of that good stuff. The Sonnen inverter, again, really is designed to not only maximize the power and longevity of the sonnenCore systems, but being engineered with a response time and level of security that also makes this a really ideal product for virtual power plant projects and utility programs as well. Also, as Brian mentioned, this is a super, super quiet solution, no fans, it's passively cooled. Again, the Sonnen is an indoor rated installation, so whether it's in the garage or basement or your bedroom or your office, this just continues to kind of enable flexibility for where the sonnenCore will be installed in the home.
Perfect, thank you, Lauren. And I do want to add as well on the inverter side. So the inverter is able to, you can feed up to 6 kilowatts of PV on the AC side. But if you do have a larger PV system that you're connecting to the sonnenCore, you are able to do so. There are a couple of workarounds, either adding contactors, or if you're using microinverters, rerouting some of the branches. We have written a bunch of white papers, and of course, our design and engineering and service teams are always available to work with you in case you do encounter a particular project that has more PV installed. Now onto the Sonnen module battery. So these batteries, again, they use the same chemistry that you'll find in any Sonnen product, which is lithium iron phosphate. This is what we found to be the safest and longest lasting. We've done independent tests where we've cycled these batteries at 100% depth of discharge thousands of times. And we've seen that they're the ones that retain their energy density the best over time. And not only do they have the benefit of being the safest and the longest lasting, but they're also the most sustainable chemistry out there, right? Lithium iron phosphate is cobalt free. And we recently partnered with a recycling plant in Atlanta, Georgia, close to where our manufacturing hub is, where we're able to provide 100% recyclability for our products. So if you have any homeowners or customers that are interested in, what happens in a few decades when the battery stops working, or when it's time to get a new battery, what happens to the product? This is something that you can proudly tell them that it's fully recyclable. Sonnen will work to make sure that the elements and the materials don't go to waste. The battery as a whole has a single 10 kilowatt hour size. And this should make for easy homeowner sales and design, whether you're installing it on a new PV system or retrofit. So this is a big change and breakthrough from our current solutions, which were all scalable and customizable to each homeowner. And that certainly has its benefits because it allows homeowners to find the right size battery for their home. But it also means that you as a contractor, you're spending a bit more time with each particular project trying to find the right size solution for the homeowner and their needs. Well, with the sonnenCore, you can save that time and focus more on selling or on other activities because it's a single size 10 kilowatt hours, which makes it very easy for you to just replicate the design from one project to the next. The battery modules themselves, so those are 5 kilowatt hour battery modules. They are 100% depth of discharge. And as you can see here on the picture to the right, one would be mounted in this top shelf, one would be mounted in the bottom shelf. And so these, again, are the heaviest component of the installation. They weigh roughly 90 pounds. And lastly, like I mentioned before, right, we designed these battery modules to be used with our Sonnen Design BMS. So that is what ensures the kind of industry-leading warranty that we offer with all of our products and that guaranteed energy throughput of 58 megawatt hours, because our BMS is going to be able to manage the battery and provide, the optimal performance over its life cycle.
Perfect. So the Sonnen app, desktop portal monitoring, as we know in the world today, the customer interface is so pivotal with any kind of product, and Sonnen continues to innovate from a digital interface perspective as well. We've just launched our new portal and dashboard 2.0 for the homeowner, as well as a brand new commissioning assistant for our installation partners to really help streamline the commissioning process. With this dashboard and portal 2.0, it's super aesthetic, it's super simple to navigate, it looks clean, it looks good, and it gives the homeowner 24/7 access to their energy monitoring. So some homeowners want to be involved, some less so, but anytime they can log in to their app or portal, they can see how much energy they're using, they can see how much PV they're producing, they can see their battery state of charge, they can see their percentage of autonomy or their level of energy independence from the grid. And with our app 2.0, they'll have even more functionality than in the past in terms of actually being able to manage their system, whether or not they're at home or remote. So a lot of cool innovation recently with the Sonnen app and dashboard, as well as for the commissioning assistant. And we'll continue to kind of develop as we move forward with the core and other products in the future.
Perfect. Thank you, Lauren. So, first we wanted to talk, when addressing the value, I'll go over the value for your customers, and then Lauren will talk about the value that this provides for you and your businesses. But when thinking about your customers, we want to focus on these 5 points, right? Simple, reliable, sustainable, cost-effective, and controllable. And to go into a little bit more depth on each of those, for simple, the way you should think about it is, this is a safe, it's a long-lasting 10 kilowatt hour battery with industry-leading warranty. That's a simple approach that you can kind of advertise or market this product with your customers so that they can really understand the value that they're getting from Sonnen. In terms of its reliability, Sonnen provides a continuous 20 amps of emergency backup power for key appliances. So that's, the 4.8 kilowatt hours that Lauren had talked about before. And so this reliability is what you can talk to them about, being able to power some of those emergency key appliances that they may have, such as their fridge, their light, security system, internet, and so on and so forth. In terms of sustainability, as I mentioned before, right, the product is 100% recyclable, and it allows homeowners who do have solar to have 24/7 access to the stored clean energy that their PV system is producing in excess. So for many homeowners who are interested in having that kind of eco-forward or eco-conscious lifestyle, this is a great product for that. And now more than ever, with everything that's happened in 2020, across the United States, really, we've seen our electricity grids, shaken up by natural events, and with COVID, everyone at home, right, being able to have a reliable source of power and one that is sustainable, right? If you have your own PV system, is something that, based on my experience talking to homeowners, is what many of them are interested in getting for their homes. On the cost-effective side, the sonnenCore allows homeowners to reduce their energy use and also to lower their electricity bills at an affordable price. So like we mentioned, this product is capable of engaging in several modes of operation, in addition to the backup mode, which is a reason that many homeowners are drawn to batteries in the first place. But they're able to, with solar self-consumption, they're able to charge the battery with their solar system if they have one, and then discharge it at night, and that way they're lowering their energy use. If they're in an area with time of use rate, right, they can charge when it's cheap, discharge when it's expensive, and that way lower their electricity bill. And if they live in an area with a utility battery program, we see a couple in the Northeast that have already come up, offering sort of virtual power plant utility solutions. they're able to tap into those programs and seek the financial benefits of that as well. So all of these are financial reasons and cost-effective reasons for homeowners to go for the sonnenCore because now it's at an affordable price. And lastly, this is a controllable product. So homeowners will have 24/7 access to view their energy usage and to manage their battery reserves. If the homeowner is away from home, let's say they're on vacation or they went out to dinner, but then the big storm came in, they're able to remotely through the app on their phone, they're able to switch on emergency mode, which is going to trigger that backup mode, and it will ensure that the battery is ready to power those key appliances in the case of an outage. All right, so all of these features are very attractive to homeowners when looking at a battery system to add to their home.
Perfect. So now the value for you, why sonnenCore? Why does it make sense to offer sonnenCore and incorporate it into your business? I think first and foremost, the sonnenCore really has been designed and engineered to make this as simple of a sale for you, not only in terms of the sale, but also the design and installation. As Brian has mentioned, this is a much quicker install than our Eco and our ecoLinx products. 2 people max, under a few hours, no component is weighing over 90 pounds. It's a more compact form factor, less clearance requirements, more flexibility in terms of where it's going to be installed in the home or in the conditioned space. And being available in that single size, it makes it very easy for a company to come in and incorporate the sonnenCore 10 kilowatt-hour solution into their solar plus storage sales, and make it really easy for them to go, to your customers and talk about what the sonnenCore will provide in terms of backup capabilities and price arbitrage and all of that in terms of what your customers are looking for. And most importantly as well, this is a super accessible product. It's more accessible to the mainstream customer. Again, makes it so much easier for you to incorporate it into your not only storage retrofit or solar plus storage add-on sale, but really your primary solar plus storage offering to your end user customers. And it also enables a little bit more room for some profit in there, for some profit margin. We don't cap installation costs. We know every project can look a little bit different. And so at that really, really nice, accessible, MSRP, there definitely is a little bit more room for you to add on some profit for, your time and, your time spent. And really in terms of Sonnen in general, we prioritize and really focus on providing the most superior support in terms of what's available in the industry. So not just service support, not just troubleshooting, not just when you're on site and need some help with commissioning, but with everything pre-install as well. We've got a team, an applications engineering team that's in place to assist with every customer, every project on all of those pre-install elements, the sizing component, the design component, ensuring that you are 100% ready to go on the day that you show up to install the product. This is available to all of our partners at no cost, and we really do encourage our partners to take advantage of those services, work with our applications engineering team. It's a really great way to ensure that you're going to have a super quick, simple, easy installation. And then on-site support as well. If you do want some commissioning assistance, if you do want someone, a Sonnen tech to be on site for your first few installs, again, we encourage that. There's no cost associated with that. And with a few weeks notice, we'll absolutely get someone out to be on site for your first few installs. In addition to design, sizing, installation support, we also really, really take the partner aspect seriously in terms of working with our installation partners and helping them grow their business from a sales and marketing perspective as well. We know that energy storage is still, relatively a new concept, a new kind of product for consumers, and we want to work with you to help you, be more comfortable selling, talking about, and marketing Sonnen in terms of your business and offering that right off the bat to your customers. So We are rolling out some new partner programs in 2021, market development funds, access to leads, access to kind of, the newest sales resources, marketing resources, co-branded swag, co-branded flyers. If you want to do a custom digital marketing campaign on social media, if you want to host an event, and the sky is the limit. And we take it very seriously in terms of prioritizing, learning what you're looking to accomplish and providing kind of our expertise in terms of, what's worked best from a sales and marketing perspective in terms of really being successful, talking about and offering energy storage. So a lot of flexibility with our partner programs, and a lot of new and exciting stuff to come for 2021 as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Lauren. So for this last part of the presentation, we wanted to quickly go through some of the resources that we have available for you to really make it easy for you all to get in front of your homeowners, to get in front of the customers and sell the product, right? Make it easier for your sales teams to go out and sell it without really having to become a super expert on sonnen, because we all know that, you all sell and represent multiple brands. And so we wanted to simplify that process as much as possible for you. The first kind of document that I wanted to go over is the spec sheet. Let me pull it up right here. So, and we will make sure to send all of these resources and documents to Jamie and Allison as well, so that they can share it with you all after the presentation. But for those of you that have not seen the spec sheet yet, this is what it looks like. It's really simple, 2 pages. On this front page right here, you're going to get, a quick sentence summarizing what the product provides, an image, and kind of the main tech information or the main specs that potentially you or a homeowner would want to see. On the second page, you'll get a little bit more in depth here with the measurements, the certifications, the battery specifications, and the off-grid, amperage that the unit can provide. So we'll make sure to share this with you. It's very clean, looks very nice. This is definitely something that you could share with us if you're interested.
Perfect. As Brian, we really are focused with the sonnenCore on making this sale as easy for you as possible. In addition to obviously our product and design resources, we also already have some really nice customer-facing resources, a brochure, as well as a sales deck, depending on how you and your team sell, what kind of resources you're using, whether it's, going through literature with a customer on a Zoom call or scrolling through some information on an iPad in person. We've already got these really great resources that are going to help you tell the Sonnen story with a really nice, aesthetic piece of literature. The homeowner brochure and the sales deck we have, talk about Sonnen's experience, talk about our, 10 years in the market, our, 60,000 plus global fleet, talks about, why lithium iron phosphate chemistry versus, some of these other cobalt solutions out there. What does safety mean? What does longevity mean? What does warranty mean? All of these kind of really key elements of the sonnenCore and Sonnen in general. We've been able to kind of put into these really nice, customer-facing resources. So whether you want to go through it with a customer or send a blast out to your existing solar customers and let them know that, you're offering sonnenCore, and we make it really easy to do that, as well as in terms of kind of co-branding and adding your information directly on there. We've got editable versions as well as some kind of ready to go standard versions as well. So we can work with you on all of that. But again, with all of these resources, we're just trying to make it as easy as possible for you to talk about sonnenCore, let your customers know you're offering it, and provide some really key information right up front, right off the bat. As well as get a little bit more sense of the applications of the product and what the interface looks like, all of that, every element of kind of the experience that they will have with their Sonnen product. We try to really incorporate in these resources, so you can directly speak to it or send it out and have your customers kind of learn more that way.
Perfect. Thank you, Lauren. Another resource that we have for you is the installer brochure. So this is a little bit shorter. It's only 4 pages, but this really provides kind of a brief summary of growing your clean energy business with sonnenCore. It has the specs, it has a little bit of a description, some of the value for your customers, for you. And you can also co-brand this as well. We have an editable version. So this would be a good brochure to send out if potentially there were members of your team that weren't able to attend this webinar today, or maybe any outside sales folks who are out there talking to customers. This is a great brochure to be able to give them so that they can quickly look at it and, be able to know, okay, what are the basics on the product, the inverter, the battery, and really know, okay, what are the things that I need to be able to talk to homeowners about and present to them on without really having to study, too much on it to know what they're talking about.
Perfect. And so for those who were not able to attend our product launch event yesterday, we do have the video recording from the event available as well. We showed that quick intro at the beginning that was from our sonnenCore launch video. And there's so much cool information in here. I'd highly recommend checking it out. We've got our CEO, Blake Riquetta, our CTO, Carlos Restrepo, who you see there, our VP of Premium Products, Adam Gentner, really digging into the different elements of the sonnenCore, the engineering behind it, what we're really looking to do with this product, how it makes sense for you, what are the things that you have to look forward to, that you should really be excited about in terms of incorporating the sonnenCore into your business moving forward. And it provides a lot of good information about kind of what we're about as well. So highly recommend checking it out, and you can run through it at your convenience or skip around, but a lot of great information, as well as some insight into the app and interface, and really every element of the product, in addition to the installation process and hearing some feedback from our partners that have already installed these in the field. So.
Perfect. Thank you, Lauren. And lastly, we are always thinking of other resources to release. We are toying around with the idea of potentially releasing a sizing guide, like a visual sizing guide, something that's very easy and visual for homeowners to look at and understand, and just have an idea of what their battery can back up and provide in the case of an outage, right? So that they can look at this guide and see, okay, I want to power these appliances. This is the battery that I need. If I want to add, these other appliances, then I should upgrade, or maybe, get 2 sonnenCores or something like that. So, that's a resource that we're looking at releasing. If any of you have any ideas of any documents or materials that would be helpful, we're all ears. We'd love to hear from you and see kind of what you've experienced when you're out there in the field talking to customers, and what you think would make it easier for you and your teams to sell the sonnenCore and be more effective and more efficient at it.